If you're a retiree or soon to be and you'd kind of like to give Southeast Asia a try as soon as possible, your options are kind of limited, at least until COVID gets a bit more under control. From what I understand, Thailand is probably your best bet at the moment. From July 1st, Phuket is going to start the Phuket Sandbox Plan, which means people can fly in if they've been vaccinated and spend 14 days in Phuket and then without quarantine. And then after that, they're free to travel the country anywhere they'd like to, I believe. Um, so that's probably going to be your best bet. And Phuket has been allowing people to enter on tourist visas or whatever kind of visa and do quarantine for quite some time. So that's definitely an option for someone. Um, so it could be you might want to try to get an OA visa, a non-immigrant OA visa from your home country's Thai embassy, and I won't go into detail on what's needed. There's a lot of information on the website, and it'll probably be easier to understand if you just read it. Um, the uh, general requirement, though, is that you will have to have COVID insurance for $100,000, whatever kind of visa you get. And I think for the non-OA visa, you also are going to need to get health insurance totaling 40,000 baht in outpatient and 400,000 baht inpatient. And it needs to be through a company that the Thai immigration department will accept. So again, that's kind of specific information. You can find the answers to what is going to be accepted on the Thai visa sites, or Thai embassy visa sites. So anyway, yeah, so Thailand would be an option. You could enter on a tourist visa, and then while you're in Thailand, you could feasibly apply for the non-O visa for the purposes of retirement while in Thailand. And that has slightly different requirements. I don't think health insurance is required, although the $100,000 COVID cover would be required. And I think you need to either have proof that you're getting something like 2,000 US dollars a month in retirement coming in, or you need to transfer 800,000 baht into a Thai bank in order to get that particular visa, the non-O1, while you're in Thailand. So it is, I think if you come in on a tourist visa, you'd get 60 days on arrival, and you can extend it once in country for 1,900 baht for another 30 days. So in effect, you could be there for 90 days. After that, generally you'd be required to leave the country, and probably before long they won't be granting any special extensions of stay. I think so far they have been granting extensions. So as far as other countries in the Southeast Asia region, I don't know for sure about the Philippines, but I kind of have a feeling that may not be very easy to get into now because of the large number of COVID cases. You could check on that. Cambodia might be possible to come in if you're willing to do quarantine. And the Indonesia and Bali, well, Bali's part of Indonesia, might also be an option if you're willing to quarantine. Vietnam so far is not at all an option for a tourist visa, and there is no retirement visa at all offered. So if you did have plans to visit Vietnam. That's going to have to wait till they decide to open borders or grant tourist visas sometime in the future. Just when that will be is subject to speculation. I had read somewhere that it had been discussed to start doing it possibly from the fourth quarter, but considering they're not even allowing people to enter who are willing to do quarantine yet, it's probably going to be quite some time before they're going to let people come in without quarantine on a tourist visa. And I think Vietnam is not even granting tourist visas at the present, and it probably hasn't for more than a year now. So if you have any thoughts of retiring in Vietnam, that's going to have to wait till things normalize a bit more. I think that's probably enough for today.